Hi there, you lovely fly fishing maniacs. My name is Ken Persson, co-founder of Sameo Sweden. Welcome to the Sameo channel.
The modern carbon fiber fly rods are extremely light and flexible. They perform wonderful and it's easier to master than the older and more heavy materials of yesteryears. However, there is always two sides of a penny, and what you gain in one apartment you lose in another. See, the lighter the rod, the thinner material is used to build the blanks. The denser carbon we use, the less binder, and that makes for a light and strong rod, but also makes it more brittle. That's my subject today. Tough as nails and light as a feather. You can bend them like crazy playing the fish, and yet it's so easy to snap them using just my fingers. And these rods are tougher than most of the other on the market actually. It is true that the nasty car door has many broken rods on its belt. And even though sticks and stones may break your bones, they also claim many rod tips. I don't have any easy solutions for those hostile occasions. But as a manufacturer that replaces many rod parts a year, the number one reason for a broken rod comes down to the contribution from this rod part, the ferrule. And it's actually two reasons. Either it has the snug tight fit that we want and it gets stuck, or it comes loose during casting and that causes the rod to snap while counter-strike or hitting a snag. So why do the ferrules stick like they're glued sometimes? Well, one reason is vacuum. You're up early in the morning rigging your stuff up for fishing and it's cold and damp. You fish all day, the sun starts to shine and you have the time of your life. The temperature rises and now the moisture that was trapped in your ferrules from earlier tries to escape. It will succeed. A vacuum is now left behind in the ferrule's cavity. By evening they are stuck like glued. You're tired and you want to deassemble the rod before going home and snap. So, what methods can we use to keep that from happening? Well, first and foremost, we need to keep the rod straight and pull hard without twisting it too much. We can use a couple of rubber bands on the blank to improve our grip. And on the same way, we can use dish gloves or other rubber gloves for the same reason. If we have a really big fridge or a freezer, we can cool down the stuck ferrules or use a bag of ice, cold water and so on. We can use our legs by putting the part behind our knees and use the legs to part the rod. Or maybe we can use what many considers to be the best method. Ask a friend to lend a hand with the cross grip method. Now, can we prevent the situation from happening in the first place? Absolutely. I do not recommend you to use nose grease or candle wax paraffin. They make the rod part, yes they do, but unfortunately they make the rod part during casting too. And that is the second most common reason people break their rods. Slippery greased ferrules let the rod twist and turn the parts loose during casting. Especially if you perform snake rolls, spay casts and other direction changing casts. Of course, it's possible to use sticky tape on the rod to prevent that from happening. However, if you spent good money on a super light and nice 5 rod, where every single gram on the blank will interfere with its performance, nah, not for me, no way. And in my eyes it looks horrible too. I deeply recommend you to use graphitoline instead. It is the most effective way keeping the rod from parting during casting and still makes it easy to disassemble after fishing. Graphitoline is a wax material with graphite powder. I've been using it myself on my rods for more than 10 years now. It works, it's cheap, and a small box lasts a lifetime. Use it on all your rods, not just your fly rods. So this season, please be sure to use professional ferrule wax and stay away from open car doors. Thanks for watching, and as usual, if you want to see more videos like this one, click on the subscribe button.